Okay, alrighty, howdy, hey there, folks. Today you're gonna probably easily notice here that we're doing things a little bit differently. But yeah, we have officially made it into Bloodborne. Elden Ring has been knocked out of the way at this time, Bloodborne's in the queue, and I'm hoping that it goes smoothly for the most part. I'm really, honestly, not terribly sure. I have never attempted to do Bloodborne Deathless before, but, well, you know, no better time than the present to learn, I suppose. So, pain and suffering and misery, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's going to be a wonderful time. Nevertheless, folks, get yourselves comfy, get yourselves cozy, all that magical stuff. We will be starting up pretty darn shortly here. I am going to probably be keeping this, probably not all bosses or anything like that. We're going to be keeping it mostly main route. But in terms of what I probably will be doing, it's either going to be most all bosses or essentially all major bosses by the end of the game. So, yeah, I think honestly, I think that's honestly the pretty much the through line right now. Nevertheless, we will be kicking it pretty darn shortly here. So go ahead and get cozy and all that magic.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
I gotta say, we're not gonna be watching the cutscene every single time. That is just not gonna happen whatsoever. But, like, how insanely creepy is it that he decides that he's gonna have his conversation with you about getting the blood ministration done with you while you're on his fucking table? Of all the places that he decides to strike that conversation up with you, no. You're on the table. You are on the table. That is where he decides to start that conversation with you. No. Could have done this outside. Could have done this at the front door. Nah. We're not doing that there. You're already on his operating table, and that's where it begins. What a creepy bastard. Giving you the contract at that point, being like, yeah, I can't be held liable for whatever happens to you here. And as you're passing out, he hands you the pen and paper, being like, go ahead and just try and put your signature on there real quick. Okay? All right. I know that's not exactly the context there, but, like, imagine just being in that position for a minute there. Imagine, like, you have to go into your dentist office or some shit like that, or you're about to enter on the operating table, and only then does your doctor say, so look, I know that this laughing gas is probably kicking your ass right now. Just real quickly sign this paper saying we're not liable if you die. Just do that real quick for me. Thank you. No time to think about it whatsoever. Anyways, I think it's only fitting that with our last character being Big Balls, that won the last time, I think we should have a lineage of balls on the table. So I think this one gets to be Harold Balls. I think that seems pretty fitting. So we're gonna do Harold Balls today. And surely no other characters, like, we're not going to have to worry about this with any other characters. Surely Harold Balls is going to win. This is a guaranteed fact. Matured balls, hairy as they are. And we're going to be doing this, I suppose, military veteran is always, I think, the correct option. Is there one that starts with more health? Kind of, yeah, but do I care about more health? I mean, I kind of do care about more health, yes. You know what? No. Let's do Lone Survivor. I think that seems fitting. We'll do Lone Survivor on this one. Do I have any favorites that would... You know what, honestly, I think this one is pretty good. I think this one's pretty good. We're going to use a preset for today. Why not? And actually, you know what? Do I have any... Where is... Facial hair. I think the facial hair needs to be upgraded at least a little bit. It's kind of weird going in between back and forth on different menus like this, the way that I have been. Mainly just because it's kind of distracting, at least a little bit. You know what? I like that. I like that for him. There we go. Big, meaty beard, of course. This character is a little bit of a travesty in real time, but we're going to deal with it, and we're going to have a wonderful time with him. This is going to be a good time. Honestly, you know what? I'm feeling it. I think Harold Balls has this in the bag. We're not even going to have to worry about a secondary character. Harold Balls is going to hard carry. Guaranteed fact. And no way am I going to lose this character within, like, the next 5 seconds. I will say... So Bloodborne is... not one of the unique exceptions, but it is one of the unique exceptions in this series. Actually, never mind. I'm sorry. Bloodborne. Now that I think about it, I think Elden Ring is actually the only unique exception to this rule. Most of the games have death built into like the very core mechanic of the game, to where you need to. Well, you don't need to, but rather there's some unique interaction from dying. But Bloodborne in this case, as well as most of the other ones, don't require you to die in order to progress through the starter. Elden Ring, I think, is, funny enough, the only one that forces this. So, as much as I would love to, I am not going to be doing the shortcut this time around because, well, one, it is kind of cheating, and two, well, I don't know, it's not a requirement. It's fun, I like doing the skip, but it's not something that we need to do, so. So yeah, we're going to be doing normal routing for today, and, can you, like, thank you, sir, give me them cheeks, and prostate exam. Harold Balls is a practitioner of all the prostate exams. He's going to stick his hands where they shouldn't be shining, and God willing, they aren't going to. I believe in the power of Harold Balls. I think Harold is going to do amazing things in this world, and he is going to shove his hand in so many orifices. It's going to get a little bit creepy, frankly. It's going to get a little bit creepy. But again, cool thing about this game is that we don't really need to worry about dying too quickly, unless I'm an idiot. So I think what I will say is I don't think I'm going to count the very first death necessarily. But I think I am open to the idea of it because, frankly, like, dying off the bat in this game just to get to the hunter's dream, it doesn't strike me as correct, arguably. So, but we will be pulling shit out of the bag. We will be pulling out tricks here and there. We're going to be getting some good stuff going on. Harold Balls is going to be getting his fill of plenty of orifices, so we naturally have to give him as much ability as possible to do the best as possible. So naturally, this is a Saw Cleaver run, of course, because it is the correct choice in every single way. No, we're not going to get that stupid little item. It is just not worth our time. I think, funny enough, the thing that might end up killing me might be the menuing. I think, actually, more than anything right now, the menuing might be what gets me. Because, frankly, as far as it stands right now, I am not terribly familiar with the menuing in Bloodborne, and we've just gotten done playing, like, a shit ton of Elden Ring. Now, granted, same thing is probably going to happen with with Dark Souls 2. Actually, funny enough, I think, yeah, Dark Souls 2 is probably one of the more unique menu systems. I want to say that my hands are comfortable with Dark Souls 1. I want to say my hands are pretty comfortable with Dark Souls 1, but I also think Dark Souls 1 arguably is going to be more of a cakewalk. Dark Souls 1 arguably is probably going to be like a legitimate cakewalk. Like, I do feel like that's going to be the case. Mainly because when it comes to Dark Souls 1, it's usually pretty damn straightforward. I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more killing and whatnot because I want to gain items, I want to be able to upgrade, and frankly, cash money is probably going to be more important than usual for me. So, yes, I will probably be doing more killing than usual. Even when, like, the enemies are so low value, it probably isn't that big of a deal that I do so much murder. Probably. Ow. Fucking bopped my bizzle. No, we're not losing Herald Balls that quickly, thank you. There we go. Very cool. There is... No. I was about to make a very dumb decision. There's that one executioner lad that's down that way, but frankly, I'm feeling like that's a bigger risk than I should be taking. So, I do have to be slightly smarter to everything going on in this game. At least as best as I can be. I do make a lot of pretty rash and dumb decisions for the most part. So, I just have to be a little bit smarter and hopefully make less dum-dums. More smart-smarts. Remember, chat, if you're stupid, it's gonna hurt. If you're smart, it's probably gonna hurt, but you might actually know what you're doing at the end of the day. Ah, yes, of course. Can't get things through fence lines. That would be too crazy. Lads, come to me! Ah. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. As long as they give me some blood vials to replace my stupidity. Ah. It's already going to be a good run. You know it's going to be a good run when you've got your first motion input error on accident already. Whoops. No. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to fucking put that thing away. Put that thing right back where it came from, or so help me. What did I just say? Excuse me, sir. Very rude. The ironic part here is I'm probably taking more damage as a whole because I'm being so stupidly slow about this. I am probably guaranteeing, like, more damage for myself just by being as slow as I'm being right now. Which, in of itself, is just kind of entertaining. Okay, well that was annoying. Really? Is that so? There we go. Could I maybe get, like, I don't know, like a handful of blood vials from these lads? I get that that's not maybe, like, their primary goal, but still. Alright, doggy. Doggy! I think that's a form of brain rot media that has just altered me permanently at this point. Is everything to do with the room. Which is funny, because I hate to say it, I still haven't actually even seen The Room yet, and I feel like I owe it to myself to go and catch that film at some point or another, just because of the value that it has meme-wise. Forgetting to send out the at everyone, Goober. Well, actually, on that one star, I'm currently, I'm doing a stream from console, but thank you very much if you sent it out. I appreciate it. Thank you. Man, I love it when my attacks whiff. Very cool. Thank you, game. urns. Very cool. Thank you, Star. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Hope your weekend's starting off nice and spicy. Fucking get prostate checked. Very nice. Okay. 13 blood vials. We're going to be a little bit tighter on blood vials probably right now, more than usual. Which kind of sucks, but meh. Meh. I really don't think we're going to be running into any major issues for a while, though, all things considered. Not unless I play, like, incredibly fucking stupid. Yeah, incredibly fucking stupid. It would have to be, like, biggest dum-dum of the century kind of energy. Come on, Dougie. Come on. Okay, well, I guess this guy's into pet play. Which, I mean, fair enough. You know, whatever floats your boat. Could you get your cheeks over here right now so I can slap them apart respectfully? Thank you, sir. I can't be a licensed practitioner of the prostate if you're fucking staying away from me like that. Kinda rude. There is a... Honestly, I think the things that scare me probably the most with this game probably come down to less the enemies, more so just the general interactions that can lead to, like, way too much bullshit getting really bad really fast. Like, specifically, falls, I think, are terrible. Gravity is a really big problem. Honestly, in this game. Gravity's a pretty big problem in this game. Alright, can I shoot one of you and fight one of you at a time? That would be really nice. Get fucked. Okay, see, you're breaking the rules of engagement immediately. Kind of fucking rude. Immediately rude. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Okay, luckily the other dog backed off. He understood the rules of it. He fucking lied! Okay, well luckily crits and parries are... I don't think there's a game with quite so easy a parry system. And I do love this parry system in this game. Like, a lot. No, no, no. You're not fucking me up that badly. Sir, fucking rude. I don't care if I spam bullets, but frankly... Yeah, you don't honestly bullet spam? Pretty cool. Pretty chill. Got his fucking ass. Not even once. Leave it to the dogs, man. Leave it to the dogs. Ugh. Like, I shouldn't be surprised that that would be one of the enemies that caused me, like, immediate grievances, but, like, still, every single time. Anyways, there, now we're nice and bloody, looking good, looking saucy. Oh, hello, sir. Have you met our Lord and Savior, Buzzaxe today? I'm sorry, Saw Cleaver. Buzzaxe is actually shit. Alright. I always gotta remember the fact that you can get a little bit of extra healing on an enemy on their way out. Like, even though they're dying, they're still valuable for something. So. Okay. Hello, sir! Old person? Put them to bed? NyQuil DM. For when that old person won't just go to fucking bed. I wonder if it'd actually be worth it to get the flame sprayer. Because the flame sprayer is honestly kind of spicy for a weapon. It's actually really, really good for the most part. So I think it might at least be worth it to get that conversation started with our boy, Gilbert. Yeah, no, honestly, I think it's probably worth it. I don't know how quickly he gives it to us, but hopefully it's sooner than later because damn, Daddy needs some new weapons. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should go kill the gremlins down here. They're usually pretty easy. Of course they're walking right against each other. Why the fuck wouldn't they be walking right against each other? These fucking bastards. They're so rude! Don't fucking team up together. Sir. Get your fucking innards ripped out? Thank you. And what if, and here's the thing, what if you died immediately? Thank you. Gorgeous. Gorgeous performance. Give me those blood vials. You know what? I should probably respect him a little bit more than this. Less respect. Not necessary. Damn. Shining coins aren't really bad, but, like, they're definitely not the correct item. Cold blue. Okay. I'm sorry, cold blue. Cold dew. Does this door only open from this direction? I think it might. I mean, we don't arguably need shortcuts out the wazoo. You know what I should be doing real quickly, though, before we get too far ahead of ourselves? I don't remember where you need to be to trigger the, Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think we can get what I want to get out of this interaction, because I'm not using save quits to get out of boss fights. I mean, we could save quit here, but we'd have to hunter mark, actually, instead. Right. It would be really nice if he could be sweet and come over to us and be a nice big old friendy friend. Yeah, he's a good boy! I have no idea what this lad was about, but sure, whatever. There we go. Gorgeous. Put his ass in the grave. Alright, so we have maxed out blood vials. We haven't leveled up our weapon at all yet. Here's the thing. If I do this right now, I can fight the boss. And from fighting the boss, at least, I can get some halfway decent some shit or another. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just go for it. This gives us insight, and frankly, I want the insight. I kind of really want the insight. Got his ass. Got him again. Got him again. Take the easy crit. Gorgeous. Break that limb. Actually, I don't know if you can just spam bullets and get a new crit. Ah, I am all out. Ah, I got fucking dog water stomped. You know what? I do feel like this boss is arguably easy enough for me. But then I do really stupid shit like that. Yeah, I do really stupid shit like that. Hit the target. Hit the target again. Thank you. Here's the thing. Probably a massive waste of resources, but I really don't care right now. Because this is all about just beating the boss. Beating the boss, surviving the boss. The comedy is usually that I end up playing these things a lot worse than usual, but... oh boy, that was not very impressive. That could have been better. Okay. So, that gave us our insight, which now allows us to do two things. It allows us to level up, and yeah. I didn't see anything in the Discord about this one. Yeah. Well, actually, no, that shouldn't be the case, Night Slash. I think Star just posted it, in the Discord, so at least that was my understanding. Yeah, I think Star already did the posting for it, so. Any new notifications from this lad? Just stop with the emote. Guess you didn't see it. Maybe Star posted it without an @ everyone. I don't know. Actually, I wonder if I need to give Star permission to do @ everyone. I wonder if I need to do that for my mods, actually, because I have no idea. I don't think I've ever really had... I mean, I've a couple times asked my mods here and there to post things, but... You gotten tired of the lack of Gungeon addiction, so you've decided to upload your own. Very nice for you. It did @ everyone. Do I really want to play around with fall damage? Not really. No. You know what? I'll take that. He can send his ass down there. That's cool. We'll take that. Gotcha. Okay, Star. So in that case, it probably was just one of those things where they didn't really see the notification for themselves. So fair enough. No big worries. Blood vials. Very nice. Okay, cool. Top down. Like cold blood. I am not going down that way because I would prefer life over death. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because my character technically doesn't have very much in terms of, okay, there's another fucking rat. Why wouldn't there be another rat? Man, we love that counter damage in this game. Counter damage in this game is terrifying, by the way. If you've never played Bloodborne before and you don't understand what counter damage really looks like in this game, it's brutal. It is genuinely painful. God, I really don't like fucking around with falls, but I kind of have to. Okay, well, I got away with it either way. Surprised I haven't rigged a bot to auto-post whenever I do stuff. No, that's the funny part, Night Slash, is I actually have done that. And it does it for the videos, but the bot's just highly inconsistent, honestly, and it's really annoying. I should probably wear the better armor set instead of not wearing that. Yeah, no, the bot, I don't know, man. The bot's funky. I wish the bot functioned a lot better than it does, but it just, generally speaking, tends to, like, fail like 20-50% of the time. Better armor set. Okay, cool. There we go. Also, stylish. Stylish armor set. Very nice. Which one am I using? I don't remember the name of it right now. Which isn't very good, but, you know, it's... I don't fucking know. It's in the Discord. It's literally in the Discord. It's the only one that is a bot, so... I'm not really paying attention to the Discord right now. There we go. Is he dead? He is dead. Good. Gorgeous. I need a more consistent bot, but... Oh, you're using the same bot as me. Well, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's highly inconsistent. I really have no idea what it is. It's really good for uploads. So, like, video uploads and anything like that, it works really well. But anytime it comes to live stream notifications, it's kind of ass. It really has no idea what it's doing when it comes to that, I feel. Because I've tried to deal with it multiple times over, and it's just kind of ass. Okay, another crow, sure, whatever, we'll kill more things. More money equals more better. Alright, we run right at the pig, run right behind him. Of course the pig does that. Why would the pig do that? Smack the pig down, give it a fucking prostate exam. Looks like your calorie intake is low! I have no idea what that has to do with his butthole, but, well, that's what we're on right now. Bloodborne, your beloved. You have never played this game? I would highly recommend it. Bloodborne is probably one of the best, like... I know people suck this game off, but also people suck this game off for a reason, in my opinion. There is a legitimate, valuable reason why people suck this game off as much as they do. And it's not goofing. It's not goofing reasons, I promise. Alright, get his ass. Get his ass. Only game you've ever played that's even close to one is Hollow Knight, and you loved it. Well, there you... Honestly, I would say there you go. Like, frankly, there you go. Fucking tear this man's chest out. Gorgeous. Bloodborne is the GOAT. Bloodborne is indeed the GOAT. Fucking tear this man's chest out. The one thing I would consistently complain about with Bloodborne is, I think Bloodborne, typically speaking, Bloodborne, the one thing I think it's lacking in is more weapons. And granted, here's the thing. I frankly think the weapons that really work for this game are just amazing. Genuinely amazing. But there's a good chunk of weapons in this game that could use revampage or updates to make them a little bit better. If there ever to be a remaster for this game, I would want to see them make more weapons viable, or make more weapons, like their specialties, more like valuable. Like, probably the one weapon that gets it entirely right is probably the Saw Cleaver. And it's the simplest thing. It's just the fact that its transformation attacks are stupid, stupid thick. Like, they're amazing. Genuinely. But a lot of the weapons in this game, I don't know. I wouldn't argue they dropped the ball, but they dropped the ball way harder than they should, frankly. Do they break out of their cages from this route? No, they do not. Okay, cool. And yes, I'm going to take my time to get them killed. Come here. Come on. There we go. That dog definitely just disappeared right through the floorboards. That was great. I want no doggies chasing me across that bridge. Frankly, I really do not. I'm gonna go visit Eileen, we're gonna go do what we need to, and it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have blackjack and hookers. You know, and honestly, forget about the hookers. We're just gonna have a good time. Haha, she thought I was gonna talk to her, fucking idiot. I don't do that, that's dumb. Harold Balls does not have time for petty conversations. He has to go and practitioner and check everyone's prostate. There's a town on our hands, and every butthole is worth groping. That sounds weird. That's the point, I guess. I'm really glad that small little bit of the floorboard there is not wide enough that I can fall through it. I'm not gonna lie, I think I would be highly pissed if that were the case. I should probably drop down on the side with the guy who has the sniper. I'm sorry, not a sniper. He has a musket. Cool. Farthest you got, like 38 until you gave up. Pantheon 5. I don't know Pantheon 5 at all, actually. I don't know what that one is. Hopefully it's good. Alright, the rats are over on the other side. Never mind, there's one fucking rat just chilling it. Good for him. Okay, cool. I landed on the right side. Throwing knives. I gotta ask, why are there rats with throwing knives just chilling down here? Like, in all seriousness, why is that a thing? Luckily, I think I know majority of the items in this game to know that... Oh, Pantheon 5 is a... Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, so it's a boss rush. Damn, I wish more games had boss rush. It's kind of a shame that not enough games have boss rush. I thought there was something right back here, but... Oh, no. There it is. I don't really need the oil urns, but we'll take it anyways. Surely I'm dropping down here for a valuable item, right? Kind of, yeah. Anything in this hole? Gungeon has a boss rush without the optional floors and Lich, though. That's true, yes, and Gungeon's boss rush is pretty good for the most part. The one thing I would say that the boss rush is kind of lacking in Gungeon is... I mean, I get the point, but I also think that they maybe should have done what they did with all the other, like, move to floors, where you get some amount of optional gear. I mean, sure, you can make it a rainbow or a blessed run, but why not just give you the option to, you know, have a little bit of extra dosh and spend it on whatever he's given you? You know, get something from the rat. I think that would have been pretty nice. I got the shortcut. We pretty much have a clear-cut path right on over to our boy. So I think we're okay. I think we could probably... You know what? I'm not going to worry about wasting that. Let's not waste that. What I'll do instead is I'm just going to go ahead and head back towards the lamp, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the dream real quickly and go level up, go get our weapon leveled up a couple times, and we're going to be looking nice and good for Gurman. but whatever. We're about to find out. Madman's knowledge. Okay, cool. You know what? That is kind of valuable, so sure. How are we doing stone-wise? We have 10 stones right now. That's not enough yet. It's not enough yet, but that's pretty good. That looked like it would kill me on the spot. Still got him. Alright, big man, just some blood vials. Okay, sure, whatever. I gotta say, I know that they wanted motion controls to be, you know, something unique in this game, but it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying as shit. It really genuinely is. Alright, cool. I don't need that at all. Actually, the only thing I think this does for me is it gives me shortcut access to get down to the sewers without having as hard of a time, arguably. So, okay, cool. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Another cool thing that they have in Hollow Knight is you can refight every boss in 3 separate difficulties. Oh, really? Shit, that does sound pretty good. That sounds like a good time. Hollow Knight is on my list, for sure. Hollow Knight is one of the games that I do want to eventually get down and play. I have just not gotten there, frankly. And frankly, right now especially, it's kind of hard to see the foreseeable future. Because I'm going to be playing Soulsborne for the next month here, and then we have Elden Ring Night Rain coming out. I'm excited about Night Rain, I am, but I am acknowledging the fact that it's probably going to be a lot of my time getting chunked up right now from these various things. So. Okay, cool. Well, now I can level up, and I can upgrade my weapon. There we go. +2 saw cleaver. We need 8 stones total to get the next tier going, which I guess if we wanted to, we could go try and farm the goofy goober lads, the super blood-ridden bastards, but it's probably not worth our time right now. Not really, at least. So yeah, let's do a little bit of leveling up instead.
Hello, good hunter.
Ugh. Fucking sit down. There we go.
Very well.
Frankly, I think a solid baseline would probably be 20 vitality. More than likely. As for where my stats go, I guess, it would probably be between strength and skill, obviously. Thing is if I do skill, that does increase my total crit damage. But I think I'm going to do just flat damage instead, for the most part, because arguably one is a little bit smarter than the other. At least as a baseline. Alright, go back to Central Yarnum, and then we can be on our way. Oh, you know what I could do is I could go farm the wolves real quickly. I mean... Nah, it's probably not worth it. It's probably not worth it to go farm the wolves for a couple sets of stones. That's gonna take a minute. Like, it's not terrible farming, it's just arguably not worth it to go and farm for that, just because. Alright, now we're just gonna do this the good old-fashioned speed route. We're putting on them classic Nikes, and we're just gonna absolutely zoom. We're speeding. Yeah, it's really funny how the approach just shows up so variously different. Like, when you just decide to just put on the Nikes and just go for it, you really very often, when you know your routes, you just don't take damage, frankly. Is it worth it to kill this lad? Right? You know what? Nah, fuck it. I don't really feel like killing him again. Like, he's not a hard fight. He's just not really worth the money. Get the crit. It does stack. Cool. All right, more blood vials. Very nice. I always love it when allergies start taking up at like the worst possible times. It's always just that comical time frame of, oh, what's that? You were doing something very interesting suddenly? Nah. Trust me. I know you were doing absolutely nothing interesting all day, but like, what if now? What if now it sucked? Alright, the pig is being a bastard. Understandable. Time to practition that prostate! Alright. Quick blood vial. Pig's not really worth killing by a lot, but, I mean, we get free blood vials on it anyways, so yeah, I think that about stacks up properly for us. I want to say we're probably fine to go ahead and go fight, fuck, why am I forgetting his name right now? This is rough. It's not Gurman. What's the lad's name? I gotta say, I really love it. What's the rules on the cheese dungeon? We're not doing it. We don't get cum. We do not get cum on this run. No cum allowed. Yeah, I'm not allowing cum dungeon, though. Alright, well, you know what? I've already done damage this way, so fuck it. Yeah, this is not one where we do that. Cheese dungeon? No, it's not the cheese dungeon. It's cum. It's a cum dungeon. It's a dungeon where you go to get a bunch of cum. No vile blood bullet farming. I thought Gascoigne. Jesus Christ, that's what his name is. I thought about it, but honestly, it just, in my head, it just seems like not a thing I want to do. You know what, honestly, if Gascoigne wants to keep doing that combo, I can eat it for the most part.
The sweet blood. Oh, it seems
Yeah, you know what, I can eat it for the most part. Fuck him.
enough to make a man sick.
Alright, he's gotten stuck, like an idiot. And we fuck him up again. Bang! Dead cheeks. Nah, bro, no hits. Nah. No, we're not doing no hits. No hits for any of this would be a pain in the ass. Absolutely. And as you can see, shit just goes sideways very quickly. So no. This boss is sick? Yeah, it sure is fucking sick. Fucking Christ! Okay, well, you know what? Fair enough. Should have seen that coming. And there he is. Father Gas Canister put our ass in the grave. Okay, alright, fair enough. There's one character down and done dirty. Yes, Japan Studio. Come on, let's speed up the fucking process. Thank you, game. Okay, cool. All right, folks, say goodbye to Harold Balls. It was nice seeing him. I'm going to delete Virgil real quickly, too. Why not? Really ramped up near the end. Yeah, I suppose it did, in fact, do that. Yes. All right, new character. You know what? I'm not sure what we have for the new character, but I feel like Saggy. You know what? Yeah, I think I know. I think I know what our character should be. There we go. Saggy Balls. Aged. Lone survivor. You know what? Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna go with what I would think would be correct for me personally. I don't think I have a preset that honestly fits. You know what? Never mind. I have exactly the preset that fits this one, so we're good. All right, and away we go. Like, it sucks, and it is what it is. Honestly, it just is. What's best origin? Eh.
Good.
Honestly, not really any of them. Like, they're all incredibly dry, actually. The origins are all incredibly dry. Like, you could choose any of them, and you're probably just as likely. Like, it really genuinely only comes down to, like, slight differences in starting stats, and that's it. That's all that's happening there. Otherwise, you're not really getting shit out of it. Awesome. Thank you, game. Awesome. Thank you, game. Alright, we're gonna take him outside because he's being a dickhead. Is he gonna follow? Oh, look at that. Cute boy is following. Wonderful. Alright, get your ass over here. Fine. Best weapon? Saw cleaver. Easily saw cleaver. Like, honestly, between all the weapons that you can choose from, the Saw Cleaver is, hands down, gotta have one of the best movesets. It does overall probably the most damage throughout the entire game. Technically, you could choose the one that's more strength-heavy, but, like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. The Pimp Cane is entertaining, but it's not a good weapon. Or at least it's not a good weapon for a while. The Pimp Cane is, like, good in a general sense, but it doesn't really do a lot in terms of, like, being impressive with skill and whatnot. Unfortunately, I forgot to get the elevator a little sooner here, or the ladder, my bad. In terms of the starting pistols that you can choose from, it's the starting pistol. The blunderbuss is just... The blunderbuss is just a worse gun, overall. Actually, what I'm asking, this game seems like Elden Ring, where you can kind of just freestyle and be fine? No, not really. Elden Ring, you can freestyle. And genuinely, Elden Ring, you can pick whatever weapons you want to for the most part, and you're probably fine to do so. This game, there is a correct choice. I mean, all of choices you can make, you will get through. It's just less. There's less money to go around. That is absolutely true, too. Yeah, there is definitely less money going around in this game. Every bit of money really counts towards something, and I think until... Funny enough, we'll get there when we get there, but, like, I kid you not, literally the last 90% of the game, you finally get to a point in the game where there is a proper farm. Like, a farm where you can get a shit ton of cash. But Until that point, you don't. You just really don't. A lot of it comes down to farming enemies, farming items, all that magic. So, and if that sounds tedious, it's because it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that fact, Kingdom. I am almost 110% sure of that fact. What farm would that be? It would be the pig farm. There's a handful of pigs in the Nightmare. 2 to be precise, and you can farm them... Actually, I'm sorry, 3 pigs total. You can farm them for, I think, about 30k a route. Yeah, that is hands down probably the best overall farm. Blood vials... Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, once you get there, then you're not really GG's, especially considering, like, again, crit damage. Counter damage, my bad. Counter damage in this game is kind of disgusting. And it can go so quickly, so awry, where you just get bullied miserably for existing. Alright, get fucked. And we have enough to crit in 1. Cool. 30k for late game really puts in perspective how good the cum dungeon is. No, honestly, yeah. The one difference I will say in comparison, though, is that when it comes to Bloodborne, the game is honestly pretty short. Like, this is actually a really short game, grand scheme of things. How far was I into that last run? Not very far at all. Like, we barely scratched the surface, honestly. Thank you, game. I was really hoping to get fucking bullied. The first boss. It wasn't the first boss, but it was pretty much the equivalent of, like, the first major boss. Technically, the first boss is Cleric. Okay, then. That seems fine. I mean, yeah, it was fine. Alright, more bullets. Yeah, first required boss is Gas Can. Or can I get the aggro of 1 doggy? Thank you, game. Fucking get crit. Gorgeous. Awesome. Of fucking course it would. Why wouldn't the other dog suddenly aggro out of nowhere? Get your ass down here. You know for a fact you can fucking come down those stairs. You know what? Honestly, I'll take it. I'll take it. Coming down here is probably safer anyways. Actually, you know what? Maybe not, because now they're all out of placement. Fucking werewolves. Leave it to the werewolves, man. Like, it's not as bad as it could be, but still, it's just annoying. Get that, cool, wonderful. Alright. I'm probably not going to waste nearly the amount of time that I just got done wasting the last time, doing everything again. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a fucking annoying-ass werewolf. Of course it would be. Alright, where's your buddy? Where is it? Oh. Come on. You fucking gotta be kidding. Counter damage. Counter damage. Counter damage. It's not surprising when it happens. It's really not. It's just frustrating. Parry the werewolf? You won't? I literally just tried to do that. Yeah. I really don't know what that means. Like, you literally just saw it happen in real time. Yes, FromSoft. We get it's a game developed by Japan Studios. Thank you. All right. Admittedly, going through this many kids in this quick of a time, I think it's probably time that we change it up a little bit. I think it's time we have a female in the family. So let's go with Droopy Balls. Because the men keep falling like fucking flies. I don't even know why it asked me if I want to change the gender, why it would change everything about the character model. Honestly, it almost makes no sense, frankly. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. Milk toast. Lone survivor. You know what, honestly, Name of next one should be Big Bertha. It resets the changes if you've already made some. Yeah, I know, Kingdom. I get it. It just, when I've made 0 changes to the character, it's like, why am I hearing about making changes to the character? Which is funny, because honestly, I don't think really any other game suffers from the same issue. Yeah, in most cases, they just usually change whatever your features were to begin with and just apply it to the opposite gender. Like Dark Souls 1, that happens. Dark Souls 2, that happens. Dark Souls 3, I don't know, actually. We already lost a hunter. Oh, we lost 3. Well, technically 2 hunters, but you know what, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Droopy here is probably not one for living. Hey, Pastor, hope you're doing well tonight, bud. We'll have to see on that front. Grab. Okay, the werewolf is an idiot. Understandable. Get fucking butt rubbed. But this one is made by Japan Studios. I thought it was... If I could slap myself in the forehead right now, yeah, you got me on that one. Fair enough. That makes a lot more sense. That makes genuinely too much sense. I should have thought about that. That was dumb. Well, folks, if you've been having a good time so far and you've been enjoying the stream, do be sure to leave a like on the stream. It does help out a lot and a half. I really appreciate it, and I hope you've been having a wonderful night so far. Both cocktails. Okay. I'm not going to try and send it as hard, and I will try to resist the urge to send it so hard. Do I speak any other languages? I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not amazing with it, but I definitely dedicated a fair amount of time to learning it, so I definitely learned some. Ironically enough, I think I have a better time translating Spanish in my head than I do actually speaking it personally. I have the download, not the upload. Pretty much, which is just frankly kind of weird, but yeah, that's where I stand with Spanish. Like I can I can listen pretty much to full conversations in Spanish, and yeah. What language would I like to learn besides Spanish? At one point or another, I really wanted to learn Swedish, but I'm not gonna lie to you, the reasoning was pretty stupid at the time. It was definitely just because I thought, haha, funny, and that's pretty much the end of that storyline. Like, I thought, haha, funny. And I wasn't entirely wrong about that, because, well, frankly, from what I did learn about Swedish, it's definitely a goofier overall, I don't know, like, it sounds goofier to me personally. Obviously, like, American brain shit. Weird how that didn't heal me, actually. I had no idea why that didn't heal me there. Like, it's not that deep or important, but still, kind of odd. Okay. I'm not gonna go super crazy with killing everything, but, like, I'll kill a good chunk of things. I have no idea where that guy came from, but sure, whatever. This is what I get for... interesting. Rubs beers? Bears? Beard. Oh, okay, beard. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, let's see. Night Slash, you had suggested Big Bertha. We'll do a Big Bertha. Sure, why not? Unfortunately, though, there's really, like, no big in this game. They really just don't have a big mode in this game. Like, you can't make a character massive. So, it's kind of sad, but meh. Meh. Okay, let's see here. No, honestly, Lone Survivor continues to win the day. You know what? I'm just gonna make her stupidly fucking normal. Who knows? Maybe that'll help her survive a little bit easier. By the way, your Japanese is making really good progress, starting to understand bits while watching shows. Oh shit, that's actually really cool, Kingdom. Nice. Do you usually watch shows with subs still, or do you are you trying to not as much? 'Twas a joke, but would be funny to see it happen. I mean, like, that's kind of the point, right? Like, that's kind of why I allow people to name characters for the runs. Which I know I haven't been doing that today in particular, but I mean, I usually let people name the characters for the runs to just be like, hey, it gives a little bit of variety of what's going on. Gives people a chance to have, you know, their participation be involved in the game, I guess, right? Alright, get fucking prostate checked. Thank you. Have a nice day. Steal those blood vials. Very cool. Frankly, I did consider doing the skip just for the sake of sanity. But I am gonna keep it honest. I like doing the skip. I really, really like doing the skip. And frankly, losing a character right there at the skip is not really that big of an issue. It's just kind of one of those things of like, oh, okay, well, character died. You know? Am I really going for backstabs on, like, basic enemies right now? Yeah, I guess I am. Butthole check. Actually, weird that that guy dropped bullets. Alright, cocktails, acquired, gorgeous, and we're on our way. It's funny to me, I guess, the amount of, like, menuing options that are just completely different between every Soulsborne. Ah, they almost got up in time. Sucks to be them. You play episodes in Japanese in the background while you play stuff and try to see if you can understand what the general idea of the conversation is. Nice! Well, either way, good shit. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to say the least. Alright, there we go. Awesome. I forget how quickly we can do it, but it might be worth, at some point here, trading our insight in to level up our weapon. That might be something that we do. Okay, there we go. Let me try going back to the more sensible approach, because I kind of changed up the method of the madness. Let me try going back to what I was doing beforehand, and just try being a little bit slower and more methodical about my pacing. Am I going to stay with the Saw Cleaver the entire run? Maybe. Maybe. I haven't fully decided yet, but I feel like the answer is probably yes. It's overall just a really good weapon. Alright, anybody follow me there? No. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I think I'll try blending what I would normally do anyways. And we're going to try just kind of having that balance of proper playthrough and not. Not try darting through absolutely fucking everything. Okay, they got up to me pretty fast this time. There we go. Cool. Kirkhammer is your weapon of the run. Kirkhammer is a lot of fun. Although what I will say is that unfortunately it suffers from way too big syndrome. Like, goddamn, that weapon is just way too big. Unfortunately, its moveset just doesn't pay off for what it's worth. Like, a normal playthrough, like, it doesn't really matter, but, like, in a run where you have to be precise and whatnot, it's just not what it should be. It's really not. Personally, the standard version of Kirkhammer, just running around with it being in base form, it's really damn good. But the minute you turn it into the I'm getting me mallet, it's just not doing the job it should be doing. You mostly use the sword form? Exactly, my point. Yeah. The sword form is the primary way of going about it. Like, the hammer part, the transformations for the hammer are atrocious. They're pretty miserable. They could be better, but they're just not. And, like, I want to love the weapon. I really do. And it's not a bad weapon. It's just not the cash money that you want. The swing into hammer gives a lot of stagger. While that's true, you can get the same effect out of using the Saw Cleaver and, like, infinitely better. Or you can use Ludwig's Holy Blade. Ludwig's Holy Blade, really, really, really good. Insanely good. But the minute you turn it into the Kirkhammer, it just, like, it just has to be so specific. It really does. Sword's heavy attacks use more stamina than the hammers. Wait, really? Really, Pastor? That actually would bother the shit out of me. Now that you've told me that, that's even more reason for me not to be very happy about the weapon. What the hell? Did the other crow die? Huh. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to turn it back to the slower pacing. I think it's smarter that I do that anyways. Alright, he turns sideways, smash his cheeks in, fucking rip his intestines out from his butthole, and we're good. Torch, Molotovs, very nice. And more blood vials. One of my favorite things to do in this game is just running around doing transforms. The fact that transforms on their own don't cost stamina does make me just kind of smile, because it's just fun to do. It really is. Right, that guy takes a little bit more effort, but whatever. Alright. I forget if this is blood vial here, but yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Alright, time for the wolves. Actually, you know what, honestly, I wonder if it's worth Molotoving the wolves from here. It might be. It might be, because they keep being dickheads, and like, the minute I aggro one, the other one says, hey, let me come on over too, big boy. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You dickheads. You fucking rotten pieces of meat. You are very bad boys. Look, I know this is probably a waste of Molotovs, but like, frankly, right now, I'm just kind of moody. The good news here, I guess, is that my transformations do a lot of staggers, so maybe I should just take prioritization of that. Like, I know it seems like I'm very moody at the moment, but like... Come on, game. Come on. Fucking... What? Very rude. Very, very inconsiderate. You know what, actually? This is probably a good chance for a Molotov. Yeah. Or I could fucking whiff. That's also an option. Ah, please don't do that again. That was very rude of you. Man, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Counter damage. Insane levels of damage from getting countered. Every single time. It is hands down the scariest thing in this game as a whole. Okay. Alright, before I do Cleric, I should probably get the shortcut. I mean, it doesn't really matter that I get shortcut now or later, because if I die... It doesn't matter. But I feel like getting shortcut anyways. Actually, you know what? I guess there is one reason to go over this way and there. Never mind. It's not quite as important as I... Okay, I was not expecting him to live that. Fair enough. Go and kill Grandma real quickly. I'm sorry, Grandpa. Okay. Alright. There we go. Let's go down this way real quickly, handle the lads. Alright, can I please get the aggro of just one of you real quickly? That would be really nice of you. Thank you. Okay, cool. Let me heal real quickly here, because I'm going to probably get enough blood vials from these lads. Probably. Okay, there we go. I am really glad that those guys' drop rate is frankly usually pretty damn high for blood vials. It does make me a pretty happy camper. In most cases, it makes me a pretty happy camper. Did we get any... Okay, so we have a handful of stones right now. So one thing I will complain about with Bloodborne, and I don't know how everybody feels about it, but I will complain about it anyways because it is one of the few things that I find kind of miserable. And this is the same issue that I have with Elden Ring, so I want to make that clear. The cost to leveling up weapons in these games is exorbitant, and there's not enough stones going around that make it feel like I can naturally progress without having to farm, I guess. Here's the thing. I don't mind farming. I really don't. Do I want to fucking farm, though? Every single time? No, I do not. I find it miserable. I find it miserable for the replayability of any game to have to sit there and properly farm every single time. It's not very fun to me. I don't have a good time with it. I would prefer to be able to move at my own pace and just enjoy the game at my own pace, and not worry about, like, oh, do I have enough of this level up item to make this happen? Like, for instance, if you're playing this game normally for the most part, assuming you're not doing a whole lot of farming, you are probably not going to get your weapon up to a plus 10 until legitimately, again, same issue that the runes or the blood echoes have in this game, until the end game. And even then, that's not a guarantee, because that's you going off the beaten track and finding those stones and making that happen. And, like, it's not terrible having to go and, like, look for things. Like, you should want to do that. But, like, for somebody who's running through this game for their 80th time or something like that, it's not good replayability. Even 80th time, even your 8th time, frankly, even your 8th time through this game, you should not have that issue. Alright, the big man tried to fucking smash my dick in. Understandable, but please don't do it again. Get the crit. Smack his cheeks in. Fucking wasted. Get blasted, brother. And some free blood vials. Very nice. Okay, now we can go ahead and just kind of move our asses along and... You know what? No, let me go deal with the werewolves on the bridge. I think, do Cleric Beast. It only makes sense in my head to do Cleric Beast because, frankly, its early game leveling opened up sooner than later, and yeah. Like, I don't have to explain why early game leveling is important. Anyways, this will also give us the chance to cheese these bastards this time because they can't get through the fucking doorway over here. Come on, you stupid assholes. Come on. Actually, you know what? We might end up going through the sewers anyways. It's kind of a guarantee that we're probably going to go through the sewers, likely. Yeah, I know this is slow, but honestly, I really do not care. For the sake of sanity, it has to be this way. Yeah, exactly. Right, there we go. There's one down. And he fell through the ground. This game is amazing in every single way. Again, if I just play it out nice and slow like this, we win every time. Alright, cool. Blood vials to restock what I just lost. Awesome. Alright. It's funny, more often than not, you really do end up wanting to just play this game around the fact that, like, you can just outrange most of your enemies. You do want to use that fact way more often, which means very often you don't want to be doing the slide dashing that you do normally when locked onto enemies. It's not nearly as safe as one would hope it would be. You really just don't want to fuck around like that. Bullet. Alright, get my crit. Gorgeous. Transform weapon. Sir, very fucking rude. Slapping my cheeks open like that. Oh, I think that's a heal, if I remember correctly. Rolled. Didn't get the stagger. Not that important to get the stagger every time, but still it's nice when you get it. Anyways, that was a much better fight this time. GG's, wonderful times. Okay, cool. There's that. Now let's go down to the sewers, and 0 out of 10, too much shrieking. I mean, it is a cool design, and frankly, the music is a banger, but you're not wrong that they shriek an insane amount. So yeah, they do. They do, in fact, do that. Alright, let's go deal with the sewers real quickly, and from there, turn my cheeks around and go deal with more important things, like living and breathing and fine dining. Alright, no items up here, that's fine. Alright, lad, turn around. Thank you, sir. That's gonna send his ass packing off the ledge. Fair enough. FromSoft music always slaps. No, honestly, yeah. There's really, like, I don't think there's really a time where FromSoft has dropped the ball when it comes to music. Well, maybe like 1 or 2 examples off the top of my head. I wouldn't say the butterfly theme sucks. From Dark Souls 1, I wouldn't say the butterfly theme sucks necessarily, but like, it can kind of be a lot to take in after a certain point. Ah, well, that was very cool of you, game. Thank you. Is there a rat over here? Is that what attacked me last time? Does not seem to be the case. Okay, cool. Ah, he is kind of meaty, isn't he? Alright, there we go. Very cool. Steal his blood and the hunter garb. Very nice. Now we're slightly tankier. Armor sets in this game do not count for a lot, but, well, you know, we'll take what we can get. Can I just, like, come over here nice and politely and get that item, please? Yeah? Could that hit real quickly, please? Come on down. Here he comes. Here comes the rat race. Okay. Thank you, game. I just want the item. Okay, guys? Alright, cool. Thank you. Bye. Bye. They changed their minds. They want to fuck around. They want to fuck around. They want to find out. Gorgeous. Lovely. They should have known better. I should know better. Look, I'm gonna say it right now. That's 4 too many rats that I'm not willing to handle. Was that a useful item? Fuck. I guess I should find out. The ladder is right here. It would be dumb for me to not at least check it. I don't remember what the item is, but I'm sure it's totally useful. Bro's not taking the 13v1s. No, I'm not taking the 13v1s. I refuse. Oh, some money. Okay. It's upgrade stones. It was not upgrade stones. But still, money is still pretty good. We do like money in this household. We do. I am so glad fall damage is not that bad in this game. Okay, cool. One combo does kill them now. Yay for leveling up my weaponry. I mean, honestly, it's okay. It was still useful. It was still definitely worth getting. One way or another. Killing these guys is not really worth doing, but I mean, a handful of bullets and a possibility of a blood vial or two, plus echoes, I guess. It probably pays off for itself, right? It probably pays for itself. Alright, tell you what. Since we're in vicinity of it, I guess I will go deal with Eileen's bullshit right now. Yeah, I guess I could go deal with that right now. I don't really need a full city scape over every single time, but does it pay for something? Kind of. It pays for a couple levels, and that is worth something. Blood vials, gorgeous. The funny part is, I guess, about doing this as a no-death run, is that... I don't know why I did that, that was stupid. I guess the funny part about doing this as a no-death run, though, is that because it is a no-death run, we're not necessarily getting all of our shit back from every single time we die. Or rather, we don't get a full restock on blood vials and whatnot from dying. Because if you run around with multiple levels and echoes is really funny to you. Yeah, no, honestly, if I die, it doesn't matter. That's honestly another part of it that's just kind of funny. Because if I die with this many echoes on me, it doesn't matter. It's a dead run at that point, so yeah. Like, you have to appreciate the comedy of these situations a little bit more. Okay, all dead. Wonderful. A little bit more money. Do that. She's gonna try and talk to me. Ha ha ha. Fuck you. Okay, so we only need the item, I believe, that's right here. I believe that's our important item. The other one, I believe, is a saw spear. Have I played a Yakuza game? I have not yet played a Yakuza game. No. It is on my long list of games that I need to play at some point or another. Okay, thank you, game. I really appreciate the unfortunate failure of ruling. I was really hoping that would be the case. Alright, run on down, kill the rat. Nothing important. Fair enough. Ah. They just made the situation so much worse for me. That was very cool of them. Thank you, rats. It's the surprise 13v1. I don't remember what rats can drop as a whole. I don't know if it's only throwing knives. It might actually only be throwing knives. Fair enough. If I do end up playing them, you recommend I don't start with the very first Yakuza. Okay, fair enough. I mean, if I remember, at least early on, for me personally, I don't think I had any interest in the Yakuza games because the first couple of them looked like serious, like, GTA clones, pretty much. But if I should say any... Jesus Christ, okay, missing ledges, fair enough. If I should say anything, I definitely think the latest ones look like a lot of fun. Oh, they're extremely far from GTA? I mean, I'm glad to hear it. I personally don't really care that much for GTA, honestly. Like, GTA 6 coming out and everything is, like, neat, but it's not... I have, like, almost no feelings about GTA 6 coming out. It really genuinely almost means, like, nothing to me. Bakamitai. Yeah, no, honestly, you wanna tell me what interested me in Yakuza? It was probably the Bakamitai. Every single time I saw some stupid shit like that meme coming around, I definitely was like, okay, you know what? You have piqued my interest at a minimum. Oh, never mind. No blood vial. Okay. And as all things go, we pop a single blood vial here because this pig, if he gets us, and it's a counter, it very well might crit us to death. Go, Saw Hunter badge, blood vial, and I believe Saw Spear. Oh. Wait, where's the Saw Spear at again? I don't know why I'm forgetting where the Saw Spear is. Because I remember I've done an entire run in this game, which, by the way, if you're interested in various challenge runs, one of the runs that I did for Bloodborne was an entire no bathhouse merchant run, pretty much. So no way to get myself new weapons. Everything had to be from the lay of the land. Ah, that was really cool of you, game. Thank you. Oh, he didn't take the damage from the meatball this time. This asshole. I have a tendency to just call round things meatballs, apparently. Alright, get those blood vials, and then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna head up here, shoot this guy in the spine real quickly. He's gonna come over to us like the nice friendly friend he is. Ah, that was in my noodle. Sir, very rude. Again, very fucking rude. Bloodstone Shart, and more blood vials. Very cool. Okay, alright, let's go get that shortcut real quickly, and then we can turn around and get on to our next destination. Which is another run at the gas canister himself. Hopefully gas canister Mark II goes a little bit better. Did I kill the dudes over here this time? Or do I need to still do that? people are criticizing Nintendo for that shit. I mean, that's the way it always goes, right? That is always the way it goes, right? Later video, not in game. People always do that. Like, people always criticize whatever the new price is going to be. But the fact of the matter is, it's like, can you really criticize them for it? I mean, it's just how it always has been. Inflation is an unfortunate fucky-wucky thing that we all deal with. So. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it going to change? No, probably not.
Hello.
I didn't read the entire message. Okay, I'm reading it again. I think it's funny how many people are criticizing $80 prices, but then in a later video say they wouldn't have a problem paying $100 for the base game of GTA 6. That's just kind of stupid, isn't it? Actually, that's really fucking stupid in my head. Like, really? $100 for GTA 6? Like, dude, are the hookers gonna be real in GTA 6? Do they have like fucking VTuber headset assist and then the like the smart tech for like Ona holes or some shit? Like what's the game plan there? how do you reasonably make that like acceptable? Jesus Christ, that's expensive as shit. I only have one of those, damn it. Okay, so I'm lacking this time. Cool. Alright, so we can't buy stones yet. We can buy pungent cocktails, but those aren't useful. It's just not worth it. Okay, alright. I guess we could pop... You know what, why don't we pop some blood and get, see if we can squeeze out another level or two, I guess. I don't really think it's going to be that terribly worth it, but...
Welcome home, good hunter. Very well.
Okay. Sure. One more vitality.
Farewell.
Alright, Central Yarnum again. Probably better this time that I didn't end up getting the, I didn't end up getting the lantern that was over by the bridge. There's really no reason for me to have gotten that one, other than using it specifically to just get to other locations, I guess, or if I had been planning to go back to the dream sooner than later. Oh my god, I hate it when this fucking happens. I hate the motion control. It's so dumb. Like, it was a neat idea, but it's so dumb that they made it, like, so firmly have to happen every single time. Yeah, because it would be worth it, and worth it, how would they know? No, honestly, it probably wouldn't be worth it in any case. There's so few cases where I could see any of that stuff being worth it. I know I had, like, less than probably, like, a hit point or two missing there, but I'm gonna still say it was probably worth it to do the blood vial real quickly. Alright, fucking get gutted. Is this enough to kill in one? It is enough to kill in one. Gorgeous. Okay, cool. You gotta be fucking kidding me! Stupid motion controls! Genuinely one of the dumbest things they've added to this game. Like, really cool in concept. I like that they went for it again, but they shouldn't have. You have people with thousands of hours in that game. I would have to agree with you, and here's the thing, is like, I don't personally think GTA 6 is gonna be, like, I don't think its price tag, ironically enough, is gonna be miserable. Okay, cool. I love it when they decide not to activate the giant spicy meatball. Really cool of them. Alright. Alright, come on down, big guy. Come on. Come on. Get your ass down here. There you go. Okay, well that could have gone better, but whatever. We'll take it anyways. This town is finished. Likely one of these dudes will give me blood vials, I imagine. It's usually more rare to see them not give any blood vials. There we go. Get fucked. Alright, cool. Both blood vials. Okay. You know what, honestly, I think we're pretty much as ready as we can be right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's gas canister time. And sure, yeah, again, I could farm up a +3 if I really wanted to, but I don't care enough. It's just not worth it. Gas can, are you gonna keep doing that, bud? Awesome. Thank you, gas can. Awesome. Man, I love getting fucking wombo comboed by stupid shit. It's always my favorite. Awesome. Thank you, game.
What's that smell?
Frankly, I'd probably be better off just playing the game normally.
Oh, it seems to me.
Yes, I know I'm probably wasting those, but whatever. Thank you, game. Frankly, right now it's, unironically kind of gas can. But it's mainly because gas can, I think I keep fighting him in the wrong location. Interesting. I definitely got the shot off. Okay, that was apparently a functioning shot. Sure, whatever. Alright, cool. Gas can put in the grave. Was that more effort than it should have been? Yes. Do I care? No. It's always the stupid shit. It is always, hands down, the stupid shit that catches me. Like, fighting against Gas Can. Naturally, it's not that he's a hard fight. It's just he has one incredibly gimmicky thing that punishes you for trying to run away too quickly. Mikolash is also incredibly gimmicky. Mikolash is a bastard. Rom is too, but I think Rom punishes you for being too greedy, whereas Mikolash punishes you for not being greedy enough. Like, Mikolash, you have to be, like, on his ass immediately, start of Phase 3. And if you're not on his ass, you have failed the mission. Rom is okay if you get the flamethrower. The flamethrower is really fucking good. Yeah, like, honestly. It is a really good thing. Couple things for me to do right now. I did talk to Eileen, right? Did I bother talking to Eileen? I'm pretty sure I did. Rush them or get rushed, apparently. Yeah, pretty much. Get fucked. I guess that's the thing, is honestly, like, in Bloodborne, it's a lot of you either know what you're dealing with that boss and you punish them properly for it, or you fail. You don't think I did? Okay. Alright, I might need to go talk to her. I don't really care to go and deal with the Hendrik fight, but I feel like I'm missing out by not getting his air rune. These guys might be bugged. You can parry them at any stage of their attacks. Oh, really? I actually did not realize that about them. Alright, smash that real quickly. We get a blood gem. Very cool. We did get ourselves the tool for blood gem fortification. We can plop that in there now. Very nice. Okay, cool. Is it worth it entirely? No, probably not, but it's one more thing off our hands, so. Can I purchase my stones yet? No, I cannot. I forget how long it takes us to actually get the ability to purchase stones. One thing I think we can do is we can purchase Gascoigne's armor and then sell it back to the merchants. I think it's actually worth like a good chunk of money if I remember right. Let me buy the 2 pieces for right now. Worst case, I just bought myself some fire resistance. So, and I think it's also poison resistance too. So there's that. Yeah, it's kind of worth something. So I'm not going to say it's worth a lot, but yeah, you know what? It's money. It's money for right now. I don't ever see myself needing a torch, and unfortunately torches are just not that valuable in this game, so yeah, I think we're fine to sell those. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we could probably buy ourselves more blood vials, I guess, if we really wanted to, but I'm not really that concerned about it at the moment. I'm going to get myself one of these for right now. I have a feeling that we might have a little bit of difficulty with Lucy. So I would prefer to be at least a little bit more prepared for her.
Well, what is it? Very well.
Alright, a little bit more of vitality, and honestly probably one more thing of strength.
Farewell, good.
Level 1 after Bloodstarved Beast, level after. Level 2, I'm not sure I fully get what that was. Oh, do you mean like the stones are available? Okay, alright, well, I honestly, I'm not sure what that means right now. Wait, did I didn't get the thing, did I? Wait, is it Cathedral Worm? Gotcha. Okay. Okay, cool. At that point, it's probably not even worth it. I mean, I'm glad that they tossed that in the game, but honestly, it's... Again, it's just one of those situations where you're just not gonna arguably get the stones you need in the right time frame. Alright, give me item. That's more for you to decide to switch weapon. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's go ahead and go collect this. Which, by the way, do not stand there for nearly more than 2 seconds, or you will regret your life. Unless you're trying to go to the DLC, which in that case, cool. But otherwise, no. Do not. So, fun fact, these guys, when you crit them, what you're looking for is when this guy's bone pops out of his ankle. That's exactly what you're looking If you don't see that happen, then it's not easy. Oh shit, they drop blue elixirs? That actually kind of makes them a little bit more worth killing. Ah, of course they both aggro to me. Why the fuck wouldn't they? These assholes. You, good sir, come to me. Or you. I really could care less. Fucking course. Why wouldn't that happen? Got him. Fucking slap them cheeks apart. Ah, awesome. Thank you, game. I guess these guys are kind of supposed to be like the Jekyll and Hyde equivalent. Thank you, game. I guess I gotta just think of it as I'm getting more money if I kill them, right? There's that. There's that much going on, at least. So, yay for that. More bloodstone shards. Very cool. Where's that fucking gremlin? There it is. Alright, more of those. Cool. And then there's one more stone or one more fortification gem down here. Although I don't think it's even really that good. Yeah. Okay. Most people probably stick with one of the base weapons still a good chunk of mid through the game. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, I would say so. It's also probably just the general fact that this game really, like, honestly, like, it has really good weapons, but there's not a lot. There's not a lot of good weapons in this game. Or rather, there's just not a lot of weapons in this game. And then, frankly, there's... Unfortunately, like, with how everything works in this game, there's not a good chunk of weapons that I would consider to be like, ah, this is one I definitely want to be using in the future here. Yeah, very often I feel like that's just not the case. Okay. Alright, we don't have the whatchamacallit for that. I'd say all the weapons are good. I would disagree on that one, Pastor, but I would personally disagree with that. I don't think most of the weapons are bad, but like there's some pretty ass weapons. It's so good that they added many in the DLC. They did add a few in the DLC, yeah, but again, honestly, there's too many weapons in this game that just don't. The really good weapons in this game are too hype. If that sounds correct, I think. The really good weapons are just too good, which isn't a bad thing, but it definitely makes the okay weapons, like, ass in comparison. And I really wish that weren't the case, because most of the weapons are really insanely cool. Alright, here come the doggies. Alright, got him. Gorgeous. Lovely. Funny part is like, that's not even something I should be worried about like that deeply. I probably could have just run through this area and not done anything there. Like, none of that was required. Alright, let's go talk to Albert and get our fire paper, and then we never talk to him again.
You're what? Take this to...
Alright, bye! Yeah, we only want the fire paper. We don't actually want a relationship with Albert at all. He's not that dude. He's not a cool guy. cool! I got the tiniest little skip in the world. Drop me an item? Nope. Does anybody know actually if insight affects your item discovery? Because I don't think that would be the case, but I feel like that should be an offset value of it. I just frankly don't remember for the life of me right now. There are 15 base game weapons and 11 in the DLC. Yeah, I'm really glad they added as many as they did in the DLC, because 15 base game weapons is pretty short. That's a pretty short list. Like, a good chunk of those weapons, pretty good. Nah, not enough of them, though. Not enough of them, though. Is there an item here that I'm missing? Kind of-ish. Yes. Drop down here. No, I do not. Alright, there's the free antidotes that I was looking for. I wasn't sure where those were, and frankly, I was a little concerned that I would not be able to find them easily, but ironically enough, of all the things that this game puts in front of you that you should be paying attention to, the game does put a lot of the hunter tools in front of you on a general basis on your path lines. And like, the pungent blood cocktails are going to be so stupidly important in the next boss fight. So that is really nice. Do I put on fire paper as well? Maybe I do put on the fire paper as well. Yes. I think Lucy deserves fire paper. Before I do this, how many stones do I have, actually? I have 15, finally. Wow, okay, yeah. We go to this side of the map, and we have 15 stones. That's great.
Very well, let me stand.
I think we get, like, what, 1 level up at this point? Maybe 2. Okay. Ha, 1. Awesome.
Farewell.
Have I gotten enough cash to get the... No, definitely not. Alright, I do want to probably save up my cash, because I am going to want to... Arguably, I think I'm going to want to skip the normal route to getting her name right now, but she's like the third major boss of the game. But I will be right back. I will be right back. Where's the sitting emote? There it is. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. There we go. Vicar Amelia. Thank you very much, Pastor. I appreciate that. And maybe I should try a series where I beat the game with every weapon. I could see that being pretty fun, for sure, Kingdom. The only thing I wouldn't be sure about is how to go about it. I think at that point I would... Because the thing is like, I think it's only fair that every weapon gets its fair share off the bat in the beginning of the game. But a large number of the weapons in Bloodborne, and this is, again, one of those things that I take problem with this game, a large majority of the weapons you don't get until later in the game. A large chunk of them you really do not have access to until much later in the game. Which is kind of sad, because there's a large chunk of weapons I would love to see play through the base game with whatever they're currently available as. And yeah, I mean, you could take a look at all the other games that are available out there and say, well, most of the other ones have the same issue. But most of the other games I think out there, there's usually enough room between you and the final boss that gives you enough time to play against them. But I don't think that's the case with Bloodborne. I feel like Bloodborne, you don't get most of those weapons available. You get a chunk of them available, but not nearly enough of them available by the time you're at the late game. So more things, but good changes if they were to ever make them. Good changes, I would definitely say, if they were to ever make them, frankly. Because this game is fun as fuck. I like a lot of what this game has. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting a Bloodborne remake anytime soon, or who knows, maybe they're going to stealth drop Bloodborne remake on us finally, out of the blue, just because they decided to do, with it. I would say New Game Plus, put the save file on a stick and use Cum Dungeon before starting the run. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's not the worst idea in the world. The one thing that makes that difficult, though, is while I have access to Cum Dungeon sooner than later, although, here's the thing: if I do enough work on one file, at the start of a playthrough, I could probably, what I would have to do here... Oh, you know what? I forgot to level up my fucking weapon, didn't I? Yeah, it's still a +2. Whoops. Let's go try and kill this thing real quickly. I don't think this drops us +2s, but still worth checking anyways. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, damn it. I don't think that was probably a terribly useful item anyways, so we're okay. We're okay. No. Going down that way is not even worth it. Alright. Anyways, I was gonna say, if we do a full playthrough, what we would probably do to keep things as fair and even as humanly possible is I would set it up so the save file on that stick has everything ready to up to a certain point. So we do one playthrough normally, and then every other playthrough would just be on New Game Plus 1. Which, I'm not the biggest fan of that being the concept for it, but it would make it work. It would make it work. You know, let me run across the bridge real quickly here and kill the general population here. Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, in that case, I could see that being a thing that we could do. I could see that being a thing that we could do. I believe those guys just generally are poisoned. They can also drop us stones, but I don't really care for the luck of getting stones off of them. Plus, I don't think they drop anything, highly valuable. So, there's that. Alright, more bloodstone shards. 1. Okay, cool. You know what, I think I'll take back my words at least a little bit here real quickly, and I think I complained that weapons are not terribly easy to get leveled up on average playthrough. They are easy up to a certain point. But after that point in the game, which again, midway point, it's probably not one that I can do. If your PC is strong enough, you could probably try to emulate and use Cheat Engine to give yourself the weapons. I would need to see and learn, I guess, in this case, how to do the emulation for that. I know that they finally, well, people who actually gave a shit about Bloodborne, finally were able to get Bloodborne moved on to PC. I haven't done much learning as to how to do that yet. Weapon levels 8, 9, and 10 can be a pain. Exactly. Yeah. It's pretty miserable doing those final level ups on any weapon. Okay. So we have that, and then we can do HP continues to recover, or that. Oh, yeah, well, no, duh. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that one. It's not a whole lot better, but it's definitely, like, here's a little bit of damage, and here's damage, but you also get a piece of candy. The slow health tick really probably isn't going to do anything for us, but oh well. I'll take it, frankly. You know what I didn't think about is we didn't go and get the flame sprayer. Is it worth it to get flame sprayer just for Lucy? Do I care enough? I'm gonna say no. Primarily because while flame sprayer is useful, I don't think flame sprayer is gonna be hard carrying us through most of the run. I really can't be playing too cautiously here, honestly. I really can't. Like, I'm going to play cautious to a certain point, but at a certain point here, we're just going to have to run. Honestly, that is just a fact. Pretty sure these guys have poison on their claws, so we have to avoid that. Blood vial and blood vial. Okay. Alright, here's where it gets dangerous.
Which is why I must stop you.
Here's where it gets dangerous. You know what? Actually, I will take the ladder real quickly here, because it is safer for me to do this. Because I don't think the hunter's gonna... And I don't think they take the time to climb the ladder. Like, I don't think they'll fuck around with you like that. Which is a weird choice for them, but we'll take it anyways. Alright, can we drop down here? Yes, we can. Okay, cool. We're not going to be doing most of our normal, more or less what I would do here kind of shit. I am desperately not trying to get into dangerous situations if I can help it. Would it be worth it to throw one of these? You know what? I'm going to say yeah. It probably would be. Is this a chalice? It is not a chalice, but it's close enough. Ooh, okay, so they have poison. The worst part of this area is when you realize you could skip most of it after doing it the long way. Yeah, that it does hurt. It does hurt. Why would I get the shortcut here? Is there a reason to get the shortcut here? I'm gonna say no. Probably not. I'm not gonna lie, I was not planning for them to all be aggroed to me like this, but, well, here we are, I guess. Okay, well, I mean, we're dealing with it. That's the good news. That one's being a goofball. He's finally starting to make his way downtown, walking fast. Got rid of him. Very cool. Why am I going that way? Do I care about going that way? What is that bro on right now? There we go. One more out of the way. Chug a blood vial real quickly. That's Aggro City. It is, in fact, Aggro City, yes. Was that supposed to be a Hydra City joke? I didn't think so, but, like, I don't know why my mind immediately went to Hydrocity. Is it Hydra City or is it Hydrocity? That's always the age-old question. I love how there's always just been generally stupid questions that have just always plagued, like... And the thing is, like, you can almost consider it to be, like, the New Age philosophy bullshit, but it's just not. It's just stupid. It's just usually stupid. But it also makes me smile, so I guess there's that. Maybe there's a song in your head, you only know it from the radio. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Excuse me, sir. No. Excuse me, sir. Very rude. Yo, what the fuck? Where'd all these people come from? Who asked? Okay, cool. Well, I guess I don't get whatever that gremlin had. I should probably top off just for the sake of sanity, because, like, if I get smacked once, one singular time, I would not be surprised to see myself die. Okay, cool. I don't even know why I'm still looting these guys for bloodstone shards. It's just not worth it. Oh, you were thinking we built this. Ah, okay. Gotcha. That makes mildly more sense now. Thank you, game. I was really hoping to get fucking punished for nothing. If I remember right, this is just another shard. Yeah, it is. Okay. For the most part, I've been pretty damn wasteful coming down through here. I probably will get the shortcut just so that way I can just kind of guarantee that I'm not super fucked. Alright, that wolf has not shown up yet, so I guess I'll just deal with the one that comes out of this building. Dumbass. Oh, you know what? Honestly, if I can just three-piece combo them now, then we'll probably just three-piece combo them going forward. Do I really see myself using blood pellets? Not particularly. Like, I like the blood pellets a lot. You know what? Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I still do end up using them because, like, the damage trade is scary, yes, but it is also pretty damn worth. Like, it's a lot. Better buddy. Blood vial? Okay, cool. Yo, what's up, big guy? Get your cheeks clapped. Heavy bloodstone gem. Okay, cool. It's honestly not really worth much, but yeah, sure, fuck it. Do I go back and level up? Takes a while before you can find the two-part charts. That is unfortunate. That is truly unfortunate. I would really love some two-part charts, honestly. It would be very nice. Alright, know for a fact there's a wolf right around the corner here. Right there's the wolf. Ah, he is also poisoned. Of course he would be. Why the fuck wouldn't he be? I mean, I guess, whatever. Like, we got it anyways, but still. Scary, spooky wolf. Step on his nuts real quick. There we go. Cool. And unfortunately, we can't go to the slightly later game areas that would normally be early. Because right now, if we were to do that, we'd have to die just to do that. I think the poison is because this is the poor part of the city. Is that actually what it is? Damn, that actually... Damn. Class inequality goes crazy. That is unfortunate. Okay. Time to deal with Lucy. Do I want to do this right now? I have 13k on me at the moment. I have 13k to my name. I'm going to put that on my personal effects bar. There we go. You know what? Frankly, I think we're probably fine. I think we're probably fine here. Healing Church. Put Ashen Blood here. Oh, is that so? Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay. Alright, let's go for it. Alright, Lucy's gonna get mad at the Blood Vial. Now, that's pretty much how I was feeling about it too, Doug. Alright, turn your ass back on that. There you go. There you go, Lucy. Alright, apply another one. Apply another one. Yo, she is blasting it up. Stinky. You know what? Another one. Another one real quickly. Just be safe. The amount of times she can turn it back on you and just ruin your life is too many, and I don't feel like counting them. I don't feel like adding to that number. Okay, Lucy. Lucy down and out for the count. Love to see it. Alright. So I have 19k on me. On Viscerals, you don't get damage from poison, by the way. Yeah, I know that, Doug. I don't know what it is, but like, for me personally, like, I've always had a hard time getting the visceral spot on Lucy when I do the backstabs. I really don't know what it is. I think her boxes are just slightly off for me, but yeah.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Fucking...
What is it you
I
desire?
literally just pressed the button and the game read that as a motion control. Time to do an emote. The backstab is very off. The backstab is very off. I think it'd probably be better for me in the future to not even do that. Probably just do another visceral on top of it. Or, I'm sorry, another backstab would probably be better damage. Why don't I turn it off? Is that an option? Wait. Hang on, are we about to... Is that an option? Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought that definitely was not an option. Trust me, not in the game, but you can turn it off console wide. You can turn it off console wide. I mean, now that you've said that, that is very tempting. So next time we start up, I'm gonna check into it and see if that's an option.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
But the visceral doesn't do a lot of damage anyways. It's just good to avoid damage from poison more than anything. Oh, no, honestly, Doug, you're entirely right. Yeah. Turn off what? So you know how this game has the stupid, like, you wiggle the controller and it'll do like, oh, hey, you did an emote whenever you hold down the X button? That shit exactly.
Very well.
Because so often I'll just accidentally have it triggered just from, like, the slightest body movement while I'm pressing X. Motion controls are just so stupidly annoying. They honestly are. I'm glad they never did it with Elden Ring. Or rather, if they did it with Elden Ring, they made it entirely optional, because I've never had issues with it. Is it worth it to just do health right now? Yeah, where is that in the settings? I don't think that's a setting in Bloodborne at all, unfortunately. I wish it was. I really do. It would make my life so much easier.
Farewell, good.
Oh, stupid fucking... It's on by default in Elden Ring, but you can switch it off? Okay, okay, gotcha. Do I have enough money to pay the toll? I do not have enough money to pay the toll. You died to a few bosses because of it? Yeah. 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 It's a cool mechanic. Yeah. Question mark. It's a cool mechanic. It's just kind of annoying as shit. Honestly, do we have anything to do any level ups with? Is there anything worth leveling up? Do I have any better gems, actually? We do, yes. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would rather take the higher damage level, I think, right now. Strength scaling might be better in the future, but it's definitely not better right now. So, fair enough. Okay. You know what? I never do this, but I'm gonna do it this time. We have more gems than we need at the moment. So, sure, why not? Like, leveling up our pistol really is not terribly important to me. But in this one instance, I can see the value in leveling up our pistol. So... was just looking for how to turn off motion controls to post in Discord, and the first result you find is somebody dying in Bloodborne because of it. Yeah, that seems accurate. Yeah, that's the Bloodborne special right there. It's like, it's so unfortunate that they put it into the game. Like, it is cool concept-wise, but is it a pain in the ass? Yeah. Saw Cleaver scales with what again? That's a good question, Dangerous Doug. It scales with mostly strength. Mostly strength. It was a good question, though, because honestly, I also did not remember, frankly. What's our next level up cost? Right, this game does not do that for us.
Welcome. What?
One of the best quality of life features from Elden Ring is definitely telling you what your next level up is going to cost you. I am so happy they started doing that. That was actually such a GG's. That was a really good thing they did.
Farewell, good.
I'm so glad endurance in this game is frankly such a dump stat. Because, like, yeah, it's useful, but, like, it's just not that useful. It's nowhere near as important as just leveling up, like, straight vitality and whatnot. Good weapon, because DLC has the best strength weapon. What weapon in the DLC is the best strength weapon? I actually, like, I'm blanking on that one right now, because I would argue, like, one of the best strength weapons in the game is probably Holy Sword, Ludwig's Holy. But then again, I'm also incredibly biased, because Big Sword. Frankly, put Big Sword in front of me, it's usually going to be Big Sword. Pizza Cutter? Is Pizza Cutter a strength weapon? I guess I could believe that. Yeah, pizza cutter. Huh. You know what? If I ever have the chance to, I think we're going to do a run where it's just pizza cutter. I think I would probably enjoy doing just a raw pizza cutter run. I don't think I've actually done that before. But also because it's DLC, and you have to get halfway through the game to get to DLC. It gets an S in strength at plus 10. Interesting. Okay. Okay, took me a second to remember where to go. Oh god, fucking jumping puzzles. Like, it's not a puzzle, but still, it's pain waiting to happen. So does the wheel. Gotcha. Starting with saw blade is a good choice. That's kind of... Honestly, it's unfortunate to say, Doug, but I kind of wish the other two options were a harder choice. But, like, Pimp Cane is fun, but it's just not that good. And then the axe is pretty good, but it's not... It's definitely no Saw Cleaver. You just need to fight the second main boss to get to the DLC. Oh, yeah, no, you're right, actually. My bad. It is Vicar Amelia and then DLC. Granted, we're not doing DLC for this run because the point is to get through the game with no deaths. And honestly, I'm going to take the 80% for right now. Especially considering how quickly things can go and turn around on me. And I still have, after this, I still have so many games to get through. Actually, Pimp Cane is very good. Pimp Cane can be very good. But I beg to differ. Pimp Cane is definitely not the end-all be-all. Able to beat Abridus first attempt with it. Nice. Oh, man. Pimp Cane was actually pretty good for Abridus when I did that. On my meme run that I did not too terribly long ago, and I think it was pretty much last year at this point, same time that Kai Cenat was playing Bloodborne, I did a meme run where I basically beat Bloodborne 7 times before he could beat it 1 time, and I think we started Pimp Cane actually. It was pretty damn good. It did do a lot of work at the end of the day, so I'm not going to shit on it for that. Oh god. Not very often two snipers get that much of an advantage on me, but damn, they got me today. Did you do any of those deathless? Oh, no, definitely not. No, there were so many deaths. No, those runs, that was not done deathless. In fact, actually, this is one of my first times trying to do Bloodborne deathless. I have not done it in the past. Oh, right, I could just, yeah, shoot him. Yeah, duh. I always forget, just shoot them. Duh. The jabs with the Pimp Cane came in handy on it, Ebri. Yeah, the jabs do come in handy. But the other thing I think the Pimp Cane does do that, like, you don't know to take advantage of it when it first happens is the fact that the Pimp Cane's secondary form does a pretty good job of reaching those hard-to-hit boxes. Like, hitting Ebri in the head or hitting Cleric Beast in the head. The Pimp Cane does a pretty good job of making that happen. And it's actually pretty good for NPCs, I would say. Because at least on the NPCs, you can kind of... It's not the best tool to bully the NPCs with, but, like, it does do a firm job of bullying NPCs. Where's that ladder at? There it is. Alright, don't hold down too much, otherwise the game will screw me over immediately. Okay. Here's the thing. Your character is really happy today. He's constantly celebrating. Yeah, no joke. This guy is absolutely having the best time ever. There it is. Of course, it fucking dodges. Why wouldn't it dodge? Okay. Oh, shit, there we go. There's our first set of twin stones. Okay. So here's the thing. Do I no balls it? Because if I wanted to, technically speaking, the correct option here would be go get the cash money to get the emblem and do it that way and be nice and safe and avoid gravity altogether. The secondary route... You know what? No, I'm not going to be a pussy about it. I'm just going to go. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Cake. Not even a problem. I think Orphan was weak to it, but it's actually weak to fire, apparently. Orphan's weak to fire. Huh. Well, fair enough. I actually didn't realize Orphan was weak to fire. Then again, I also don't usually expect DLC enemies to be weak to most of anything, because FromSoft just loves making their DLC bosses weak to almost nothing. Yeah, that was a weird one. Orphan not being kin was super weird, right? Especially considering they bait you and they literally put that, like, incredibly good kin gem right at the bottom of the stairwell. Like, you get to the bottom, you go below the well. Orphan is a gotcha moment. Orphan is totally a gotcha moment. And then you learn how to do, like, backstab chains on Orphan, and you have a better time. First phase is really easy with it, but second phase, getting a second phase backstab chain is just such a pain in the ass. But it's also really fun, so I'm not going to deny that. We could use that right now, but it doesn't really matter to do so. Why did I come back here? There wasn't really a firm reason to come back here right now, was there? Well, I guess we could give give her this. So I have a hard time shooting Orphan from Viscerals. Honestly, it's just not worth it to do the Viscerals. Like, second phase Viscerals on Orphan are easier, but frankly, if you're doing first phase, bait out 2 of Orphan's attack. In fact, you know what? Honestly, I think what we're gonna do right now. It does dog water damage. Wait, what? How leveled up is your skill, Doug? Because I would argue that that's a factor in it, but I mean, that was a weird one to learn. That was a weird one to learn about this game. Is that skill determined your backstab or your visceral damage for the most part? I mean, I know there's some runes that affect it, and also some runes that really affect it, but that was a hard one to learn. What was I just about to do? Right, I gotta go back. Make your character a jack of all trades, so you should be top notch. I would agree with you, but unfortunately, skill is just an annoying ass factor. And it's unfortunate for me because I usually go Unga Bunga before I go Dex, which is how I viewed it. Oh, is that so? Nice, Doug. Alright, time to do some more falling, and hopefully no dying. Alright, fall on top of the boxes, and... bop. Boom. Backstab, get fucked, get your prostate checked, bees ruther. One more prostate check on the way out. Yes sir, you're having a very healthy colon. Okay, alright. Alright, cool. Oh, you know what, actually? I'm probably overthinking this at least a little bit right now. But, like, we're probably well enough off here. You know, I think we're probably well enough off here where I don't need to use the blue elixir right now. Probably. What the hell was that little dance? Jack of all trades is pretty good, but because you're not lacking on anything. Honestly, in most cases, I really agree with you. But unfortunately, I think Bloodborne really forces you to have to do that. Like, Bloodborne really forces you to have to be, like, a specializer. Because if you don't specialize in Bloodborne, most of the time your build's not going to match up to what you need to get done. And it's unfortunate and annoying as shit. Do not shoot me with your cummy wummies. Alright, he goes for the yoinky shloinky. We go right back in there. We just slap his cheeks around real quickly, and he gives us absolutely nothing because we didn't earn it. Fair enough. Fire Bloodstone Gem. I don't really see myself specializing like that. Bloodborne, you want to be skill build? I really wish that weren't the case, but yeah. Unfortunately, Bloodborne really wants you to be Mr. Dexy Sexy. You did beat the game at level 119. Nice. What am I actually right now? I'm currently level 28. A very moderate and modest level 28, apparently. Oh, wait. What? Did I not have to do the jumping puzzle? I mean, I know it's not a puzzle, but still, I didn't have to do platforming? My dumbass. A wooden shield. Ah, very nice. I really wish I didn't have two of these guys at the same time. Alright. Alright, sirs, this is very rude. Two walking canes at the same time. Not very fair. No, don't you fucking slap me. Oh my god, there's a third one. What the fuck? Where'd they come from? Alright, never mind, we're leaving. Thing is, it's like, I could handle it, it's just... Honestly, when it comes to making things a deathless run, you just play dumber than usual. 28 is below usual, in your opinion? That's fair. Honestly, we're definitely not, like, power leveling or anything like that. And honestly, like, I have not been dedicating nearly as much time to going and getting myself cash money and stuff. I mean, the good news, we just got the doll set, so we can sell the doll set for, like, a lot of money. Yeah, look at all that money. All that shmoney. I don't really think we need to hold on to this shit. Yeah, we definitely don't. It's actually... The only thing we get out of this is more beasthood, but, like, that's not really worth our time. Oh, that's hilarious. These are the exact same boots. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm not going to keep the top hat. I refuse. It's not going to be a thing that we use. Bloodstar Beast without dying and leveling up on Bloodborne Optionals playlist. Happy about it. It is definitely like below what might be a decent level to be at. Probably. Same boots. Same boots. Yeah, it's the same boots meme. What do you think, guys? Should I spend 20k on Ludwig's Holy Blade? Does that seem completely reasonable? No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. That's so stupid. Like, I like Ludwig's, but like that's cash money I'm tossing out the window, honestly. It's just I can't be doing that. That's so stupid. Have we gotten a better gem? No, we have not. Alright, well let's level up real quickly and see if our leveling up makes it so it might actually be worth it. Who knows? Alright, level 30 in health, and then a little bit more in strength. Yeah? But Ludwig, I agree with you, Doug. I really do. But unfortunately, Ludwig's gets to take a back seat to a weapon that won't cause me pain and anguish for leveling it up. I really wish I could make that argument right now. I really wish I could. Okay. Alright. You know what? That's pretty good. Anything new for us to worry about here? We have fire paper coming out of there now, which we might actually purchase some fire paper soon. We don't really want a lot of insight if we can help it. 30 vit and then cap endurance to 20. Doug, is there really a good reason to do endurance at all? Like, I know that might seem like a weird question to you, but like, I'm just asking because honestly, base endurance, I feel like you can get away with super easily in Bloodborne. Like, Bloodborne, I don't really think... Like, vitality is important, strength and skill are important, your set stats are important. Endurance? I don't really think endurance is that important, unfortunately. Oh, right, there's this gem. I completely forgot about it. My dumbass. HP continues to... No. 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 It's just not worth it. That's a cute gem, but no. That's kind of my feeling on it too, Kingdom, because like endurance is more consecutive hits, but honestly, in a run where I have to be very like conservative about how I'm doing my hits, I can't really make the argument to do even more than that, with maybe a few dodges after a long chain of consecutive hits. I don't know. It might be something we pivot into at some point or another, but it's definitely not a now thing. It's probably right now, it's probably vitality and strength for the most part. Unga and bunga. So here's the thing. It is starting to get a bit late, and we are probably going to be ending things off here soon. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to see about doing Vicar Amelia today. And after we're done with the Vicar Amelia, I think at that point we're going to go ahead and call it. I think that seems reasonable. Especially considering Vicar at this point is quite literally less than a minute away from where we're at right now. So... That's actually a really funny statement out of my mouth. Vicar Amelia is less than a minute away. Guys, giant, hot, furry women are less than a couple of minutes away from my location right now. Oh, that sounds off. That just sounds off. Alright. Blood vials. Thank you. Haha! Slam jam that giant ham against the ground, you bozo. Alright, here we go. Please don't shove your giant wooden pole up my butt, brother. That would be very rude of you. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, Vicar Amelia. Is there anything I want on my hotbar? Probably, yes. Fire paper. Do I want to risk the blood pellet? You know what? You know what? I do. I do want to risk the blood pellet. Fuck it. We're going for it. Dum dum strats. Unga bunga. By the way, did I know Bloodborne has comics? I do know that, actually, yeah. Alright, we run right on in there. L1. L1. Crit. Fucking demolish that health bar. And there's Vicar Amelia put in the trash. Woohoo! Dum-dum. You know what's really funny is right now I'm shaking my controller vigorously and trying to get the fucking emote to pop off, but it's not happening. Which is just adorable. The one time I'm trying to get an emote. How dare you, Bloodborne? You failed me miserably. Touch the skull. Anyways, that was Vicar Amelia. Am I holding X? I was holding X, yeah. I was literally holding X the entire time. Like, I kid you not, like, I was holding it the entire time. Oh, look at that. There it is. Wow! Woohoo! This fucking game. Like, I wish there was a hand cam for that one. Just so I could show off exactly what happened there. Okay, well, there's Vicar Amelia put in the trash. And honestly, that was pretty good. That was pretty good for tonight, honestly. I kind of liked what happened there. So, here's the thing. I probably... Wow, we only get 23 out of one more point. Jesus Christ, that's like dog water. Sorry if your comments are delayed. YouTube is sending you back to 10 years ago. That's totally fair, Doug. And no worries about it, honestly. It definitely happens. The YouTube definitely is a little bit slow. I know there's at least a little bit of delay, so when I read comments, it's definitely not when you guys post them necessarily. So, yeah, you know what, folks? I think that is going to have to be it for tonight. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Honestly, really good progress tonight. That was pretty much the I think that's a third. That's a third of the game done right there. So we definitely have a lot to get done next time. Well, actually, is it a third? It's a fourth, I think, technically speaking. But still, a lot done. And then we're off to ROM. And from ROM, then we're off to... Actually, shit, no. Technically speaking, it would be a third if you didn't consider the umbilical cords, which reminds me. You know what? Let's leave that in our inbox. Or, inventory, so that way we're not forgetting. I think that's probably for the best. I do need to make it a point at some point or another to go through the Twisted Woods and go get the fucking whatchamacallit, Shadows of Yharnam before ROM. Yeah, Shadows of Yharnam before ROM. Yes, that's true. We have Shadows of Yharnam, ROM. Then from ROM we have I don't know why I'm forgetting this right now. I don't know why I'm forgetting this. Huh. We'll get there. We'll get there. What games did I beat so far? I have beaten, so far, Elden Ring. Elden Ring has been done. We need to still do pretty much everything else. Was Dark Beast Pearl done? Dark Beast Pearl was not done, but also because Dark Beast Pearl requires you to die. And we're not doing that. Wait, I beat it? Yeah, I beat it. Kingdom, I beat it the other night. I literally got done beating it the other night. Yeah. So Elden Ring's completely off the menu. Bloodborne's here in front of us. Then we're on to Dark Souls 3. Then we're on to Dark Souls 2. I believe it's Dark Souls, and then we end with Elden Ring. So, yeah. Am I going mainly for plot bosses? Primarily, yes, Doug. I am mainly focusing on the main game in this case. Probably gonna make room to do more. Like in this case, like I know for Bloodborne, you have three major like end game bosses, or rather two major end game bosses. But I'll probably do both Gurman and what you call it, but I haven't really made that determination yet. So we'll get there. We'll get there. He's basically doing 80% at the moment. Kingdom, you pretty much have it on par. Yes. So we're definitely not doing all bosses, because otherwise we'd be probably not be able to get through this. What's the next one after Bloodborne? It's probably going to be Dark Souls 3. I'm not sure if we're going to do Gurman and Moon, but we'll probably do at least Gurman, if not Gurman and Moon. Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds appropriate for me personally. So, yeah. Because, frankly, I am not absolutely amazing when it comes to doing no-death runs. I do my best, and I definitely do damn well, but, like... I mean, tonight earlier we ran through, like 4 characters before getting one that's established? So, yeah. Gurman would be nice. And easier if I'm wanting to do Deathless. Yeah, I would fully agree with you. Moon Presence... Actually, I think Moon Presence isn't terribly hard. I think Gurman's ironically a little bit harder. But it's mainly because Gurman is incredibly aggro, whereas Moon Presence can be aggro, but if you go behind Moon Presence, it becomes like any other beast boss, where, usually speaking, they're just not prepared to deal with you on their butthole. Yeah, they're just usually not prepared to deal with you on your butthole. So, but anyways, that is going to have to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Thank you again. And please, definitely take good care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for stopping in. Get some food, some water, some sleep, whatever you need to do, and just take a good rest of your night. So, yeah, I'll see you all later.